Hey all you zealots and zerglings, we got a 3 versus 3 for you on Green Acres with Spartan the Red Terran, Night Clone the Blue Zerg, and Contrarian the Teal Protoss. They're talking about the SC2 Master Portrait, which I actually have obtained, and it's pretty cool. I like it. I highly recommend it if you have any moderate micro skills whatsoever to give it a try, because I'm not that good and I was able to get it. And after that, why don't we check out their opponents? So we've got Reno here as the purple Protoss, Death Agent as the orange Protoss, and Kakashka as the yellow Protoss. So an all Protoss team against a balanced team of one of every race. So this could be an interesting matchup. We'll just see how this works out, and it looks like Night Clone's still talking about that portrait. I don't know when this game was played, but I do know that last time I saw Contrarian, he also had obtained this portrait, and I was so angry because it's mine. He's not allowed to have it. But hey, what are you gonna do? So it looks like we have a little bit of scouting going on here. Oh, we're gonna keep an eye on Reno. Is he getting up a forge? Is he getting up any? Oh, he has a pylon. Whoops, kind of dragged that one. No, he's gonna go for a gateway, so you don't have to worry about any cannon rush, although that probe is really trying to stay hidden. Oh, but he's been pinged. They know he's here. I don't know what he's trying to do. Let's get production tab up, see if he tries to throw down a forge. This seems really... I guess he's going to hope for a secret warp in later. It looks like Contrarian's scouting around for it. Doesn't see it, but he's missing a fairly obvious spot to plant it. And there goes the pylon down, but he's not getting a forge. What is this? What is this all about? And it looks like Night Clone's going to send Overlord down there. Probably will spot this, and since there's no forge coming and no warp gates anywhere near on the way, then this is just going to... Yeah, and Contrarian's going to spot it. It doesn't even need the Overlord to spot it. And Night Clone's going to throw down an early expansion, not even hiding it from that probe. So he's going to know instantly that Night Clone is expanding, which seems a bit risky. They saw the pylon there. They had to expect some sort of shenanigans, although I don't know what he was up to. If he was going for cannons, he could easily cannon rush this, and they probably wouldn't see it. And if he was going for some sort of like fast warp gate thing, I mean, he could hit that too. So I don't know if I agree with letting him see the expansion was coming. And it looks like Contrarian must have scouted since he saw no forge. So he's probably like and apparently Night Clone's not a big fan of a lot of Protoss. And of course, who is? Because they're so horribly OP. Even if they don't find the V key. I mean, have you ever seen what Colossus Zealot Stalker Sentry can do? And what is it with all the cloaking they get? Not only are their detectors virtually invisible, but they've got like one of the highest DPS units in the game that they can warp in anywhere, and a big giant ship that can cloak everything else. But I don't see a lot of motherships, so I guess I can't complain too hard. They do seem to be popular in late game pro PvZ, but when's the last time I was in a pro PvZ game? Never. And a big transfer here coming from Night Clone to his expansion. Only one to expand so far, although it looks like Kakashka is going to get an expansion of his own. We'll see if they push out, if he'll be able to defend it. And we're getting all sorts of robo bays coming out, robo facilities. I always want to say robo bay, but that is not what it is. And it looks like we're going to get some roaches here for Night Clone. You know, I don't really seem to roach as much as I used to now. I really do like going for Ling compositions, and it seems to work out. If you saw that last game I had where we were going up against 3 Zerg, there is some crazy Ling micro going on, and in the end, I just had some great stuff going on. Great stuff. Check that out if you haven't watched yet. And oh, we have a Dark Shrine for Death Agent. As if I wasn't just talking about all the cloaking they have, we are in fact going to see some DTs. Are they going to be ready for this? It's still going to be a while before this is ready, but his warp gates are done. Is he one of the players that has a robotics facility? I don't think so. If he's going to go for fast DTs, he probably cannot afford to get an early robo out, and I really don't see one. So we're not going to worry about any warp prism warp-ins. But still, you don't need to warp in when you're going for DTs. And he's got a spine here, but there's no detection just yet unless this observer stays here, in which case they'll be fine. They'll be just fine. Just fine. And, wow, Contrarian does not have his... Contrarian's warp gate technology is done, and he is not converted into warp gates yet. There we go. That was... Did it just finish? It's possible. And that Dark Shrine's about done. Are we about ready to see a big DT warp in? Still chrono boosting out those probes. I like that this late into the game. And oh, I did see a DT. I did see DT. Oh, there we go. We got some 2 DTs. We're going to have to keep an eye on them because this is where the action's going to be for the next minute or two. Oh, they're just going to excuse me, Zealots. Important Dark Templar business right here. You are not worthy. Oh, and he's got, looks like he's got him rallied to go in 2 different directions, it looks like. It looks like they're rallying in 2 different directions, but they're still really hanging on each other. Oh, they're probably going into their respective bases. Well, this isn't going to be any fun. I'm going to have to... Oh, but the detector's going to instantly snipe one. Is that other one going to get out of detection range? He is, but they know he's there now, so it's going to be only a matter of time before he's dead. And is that probe going to run back? Oh, no, he's going to run back that way because he can't drop that off anywhere. And oh, those Marines are going to hold up just for a minute, but the observer is going to spot it. Contrarian, you got to keep that observer on it, or these SCVs are in big trouble. 1 goes down. 2 goes down. Oh, but the roaches are going to stop them from doing any more damage. Total and absolute failure. That is going to be a big loss. But oh, there's another DT out here. He kind of snuck his way in. And that observer was busy spotting that mineral line, but right now he's just going after Marines, and I don't think that's going to be the best use of it. Can he not kill Marines? How many times does he have to hit a Marine to kill it? I thought I saw something over there, but the DT is still going to town. He only has 2 kills, though. That's going to be a third... Well, no, that's not going to be a third one. There's a scam, but he's going to skirt around that, and it's going to be a bit of a problem. Can they stop it? I think he's going to get out of detector range. Oh, they still have a detector somewhere. Oh, not anymore. He's going to go into the drone line, and there's the Overseer. He's going to get 1 more kill. I don't see if he killed... I don't know if he killed another drone or if he got a roach. I think he swung at a roach. And poke at a roach is probably not going to be all that good. Roach is pretty beefy unit. And it looks like we got Thermal Lance coming here for Reno. Get double Colossus out and an Immortal out here for Contrarian. So he's going Robotech as well. And, well, that's Death Agent. That's a good move. He realizes the DTs aren't working at all. And so, yeah, go for those Archons. That is a very valid switch up right there. And you've already got the tech for it, so why not? And you're going up against a Zerg and a lot of Marines. So Archon's not a bad choice. And what are we pinging out here right now? Oh, looks like Reno's going to try to take this expansion. Are they going to let him do that? I don't know. I'm pinging over here as well, so they're getting eyes on these expansions right now, which is exactly what you need to do. And that looks like it's Night Clones. We're getting those Overlords spread out. And it looks like Contrarian's going to send his Stalkers in. Does he have Blink? He doesn't even have Blink yet. Well, he is researching Blink. He does like to get Blink. I almost expect him to have it by now, but this could be dangerous. If he's going to try to take this out, he's going to be trapped in here. He won't have any escape route. And I don't know if he's going to be able to take this out in time. He's going to have some support for Spartan, but again, if they get trapped in here... Oh, they did force the cancel, which is going to be good because they'll be able to evacuate those units. And Spartan, yeah, you can pull those units out. And oh, here comes the response team. Colossi, Archon, Stalker, some Zealots in there. Oh, and Spartan's going this way is going to be in a bit of a trouble. I don't think these units are going to survive, but if they can at least force the cancel on this expansion, that would be good, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. If they'd focused down the Nexus immediately, maybe they could have forced the cancel or burned it down, but no, they didn't have a chance. And still getting some DTs out. Might still be going for the Archons, though. Although mixing the DTs in his army, also very valid strategy. And they're going to try to retake the expansion. Make sure the island's clear before the probe gets up there. Oh, and we're getting tunneling claws for those roaches and going for a Spire. I wonder if he's going to go for a Muta Roach, which is something you don't see that often, but could work out. Or maybe he is, does he have an infestation pit? He could go for some Roach Broodlord, which I have seen work quite well, but I don't see that infestation pit just yet. So that would be a ways off. And Spartan got this expansion, hasn't really done anything with it yet. He really needs to start mining there, because he's going to start running out of resources here and be way behind. So he's going to have to get on that really soon. Because everyone else on this map is macroing. He doesn't want to fall behind. Because, you know, then he won't be able to just 1A his Marines. Still getting out those Archons. So, looks like things have gotten a little bit peaceful right now. Got one of those roaches, and he's got all of his fancy roach upgrades. So that's a nice little roach army. Those things will make you think. And it looks like now Contrarian's going to be taking this island expansion, which looks pretty safe, and they have tried to retake this one, not quite up and running yet. Nightclone going to be expanding out here, so he's going to be on 3 bases. Reno's going to be on 3 bases. Contrarian's going to be on 3 bases. But our orange and red players, Spartan and Death Agent, only going to be on 2. So Death Agent's been putting a lot into that DT tack, and yeah, he really needs to. Well, actually, probably what he needs to do is get this thing saturated. Gonna Chrono Boost out a shield upgrade, which that'll be good for the Archons, in fact. But I don't know, would attack be a better upgrade? I don't know. I guess he wants to go for durability then. If he's gonna be the tank, if he's gonna go like some sort of Archon Zealot build, which seems to be where he's headed now, durability might be exactly what he wants. Throw all his units up in the front, Zealots in the front, Archons behind. Get these Colossi in the back, and if they get the +1 upgrade on those Colossi, he'll be doing a lot of damage. But no upgrades for Kakashka yet. Oh, are they poking around there? Was there a force is there an attack I missed? Oh, we got Nightclone moving out with those roaches, but dangerous thing about moving in on a Protoss is you never know where those observers are, and once you're spotted, it could be hard to get away. There's Blink on these Stalkers. Looks like he wants to... Oh, and there is detection here somewhere. I don't know where on earth it is, but he's going to have to pull out of there. And yeah, he's going to pull out and run. And oh, if they blink forward... Yeah, they are going to blink forward. Is he going to try to burrow, or is he just going to keep trying to run? He is going to burrow. And it looks like there is no observer. Wait, no, there's the observer. Well, he could have just run that observer for you. He probably could have run these down. Roaches underground do not move that fast. He could have run those guys down. With that observer following his army, he could have easily run them down. So that poke's not going to work out. And I think I actually like what Death Agent is doing. His DTs failed, which I guess you can't fault him for trying. You know, Blizzard gives them enough easy buttons, and you're bound to at least try and see if they work. But now he's going for Zealot Archon, and I think this will be a great support for his allies. So if we get Stalker Colossi in the back, which I really would like to see him. Yeah, he is getting now he's getting the +1 upgrade. I like this. This is a good composition. And what does Reno have? Oh my goodness! This is what Reno has. He's got a ton of Colossi. Oh my goodness! No wonder I didn't see an army for him. Wow, that was crazy. Oh, we do have the Hive Tech coming from Nightclone, and I know I already saw him get a Spire up, so this can mean only one thing. He's going to go for Broodlords, upgraded Broodlords. That +1 is already coming. That Hive will be done soon, and probably, let's see, how long does he have left on this? He's got 50 seconds left on that, and about 40 on that. So he'll be able to start this Greater Spire pretty soon after his Hive is done. And we got to push out right here. I don't agree with this Death Agent. He's the beef right here. He's supposed to be providing support for his allies, but if he runs in here by himself, I don't think he's going to have quite the DPS he needs on this, and he's going to get himself completely stuck in this army. And here comes Kakasha a bit late to the party, and I really like the builds they were going. The execution of this attack was just not good. And you gotta be careful with those Corruptors, which does prove to be, yeah, he is definitely going Broodlords, but that was pretty obvious already, and they're not focusing these down. Well, one of them looks like it will go down, but Corruptors are gonna help against these Colossi, and I would like to see him use the Corruption ability, though. That will help burn him down even faster, because it seems to be a lot of damage going on here, and the Colossi were in front, too. Why weren't the Stalkers in front? So they had a good build. It just was a poorly coordinated attack, if you ask me. And a quick blink forward is going to take that Colossi out. They probably could have used the Colossi from Reno. I don't know where his forces were at. There's where his forces are at. But moving out on your own, I mean, they probably will do okay against these roaches. You gotta be careful. There is an observer right there, and he's going to pop up right in the middle of these. The Colossi are not shooting. I don't know who's going to win this, but 3 Colossi go down in the first 2 volleys. That is already a huge loss, but the Colossi response is going to probably do a pretty good job against all these roaches. But still, these Colossi are not good by themselves, and if he runs them down with those Corruptors, they have no defense at all. And don't run your Immortals away. Your Immortals are the ones that should be destroying these Colossi, not the Stalkers, because, you know, look at how many Stalkers are getting hit with this. I mean, these Colossi are doing a ton of damage, but this could have been so much better executed. And he's going pure Colossi. He's going 4 Colossi. He's getting 4 Colossi at once. And now he's going to try to march into this base. He can easily focus on that Photon Cannon, but instead he's going to get into range first. But Cannon's not going to do that much damage before it goes down, and Contrarian's in some trouble right now. I don't know what he's going to do. Where's the air support? Come on, Nightclone, you're the one that was building the spires. We need some air support down here. Anything. 1 Corruptor, maybe that'll be enough to at least scare these guys off. And we do have a Zealot DT push out right here, but it looks like there's some detection, so it's... Well, detection, I don't know if the detection can see or not. Cannot see those DTs. And these Colossi are just going to town. There's the... Oh, wow, there's the Corruptors. +1 Corruptors, and say goodbye to your Colossi. They're just going to burn down. And oh, he's just coming right here to say, hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, he kind of came at the very, very worst possible time. And those Colossi are going to go down, but it looks like he's still got this Zealot DTs are doing all sorts of damage. And these Stalkers are going to try to move to help, but there's no detection here. Oh, the interesting, well, no, I would say the interesting is that the DTs were kind of blocking the Zealots from attacking while the Zealots would just get shot at, but... And there's going to be a scan, but is that scan going to last long enough to kill all those DTs? I don't know. There's still a lot of DTs. And it looks like they are going to... The scan is probably going to wear out. And now this Nexus is going to have to be canceled. Wasn't this Nexus already up there? It must have gotten sniped. I missed that. What's going on here? Is he still rallying Colossi out here? Seriously? Those Colossi aren't rallied, so he just really sent 4 Colossi in there to die. And we're going to need one more scan, Spartan. We're going to need one more scan. And there's not a lot of kills on these. I'm about to say, why would you run right into DTs if you didn't have that scan on right in your holster ready to fire? And it looks like Akasha's going to try to hit this expansion, but it looks like someone already did, so I'm missing all sorts of stuff on the other side of the map while the action was happening on the southwest side. But there's not much to snipe there now. It looks like he's going to check out the gold. He's going to see there's nothing there. But oh, he's riled up Spartan, who's going to try to hunt him down, but I think he's going to, yeah, he's going to get out of there just fine. Try to defend his own expansion. And here come 9 Broodlords right now. Where are those Broodlords at? There are those Broodlords. And what has he got on those? +1 attack on those Broodlords. Not getting any other upgrades right now. Does he have any ground upgrades for his Broodlings? He does have +2 armor on the Broodlings. Doesn't have any of the melee attacks, although he's having a problem with gas. Although he's ready to move out. Oh yes, because he did have this expansion up here that he lost. So that is where his gas went in. Looks like, oh, we're going to be busting all these rocks. Looks like he wants to take this expansion, but Nightclone will be able to see it. And Nightclone's still desperate for some gas. Dude, make some Zerglings or something. I don't know. But this Roach Broodlord can work if you micro it properly, but there's a ton of Stalkers coming out here. They are Blink Stalkers. Blink Stalkers, perhaps the mortal enemy of the Broodlords, and they're going to blink right in, which may be not the best idea because he wasn't underneath the Broodlords, which means some of the Broodlords in the back may not be in range, but there's just so many Stalkers here, it may not matter. But maybe the Roaches can help clean it up. I don't know. It just depends on how he's focusing, and I'm not really sure what the point of that blink was. It looked like all of his Stalkers already were mostly shooting, so blinking around was, I don't know. And there's still Broodlords alive. This one is going to go down, and there is one left, so he's going to keep spawning those Broodlings, and it looks like he is getting thinned out. It looks like the Marines and the Roach combo is going to be enough to completely obliterate this army, but he did lose a lot of Broodlords, and with his gas problems, it's going to be really hard to rebuild those. And then here comes Death Agent, who's just like, hey, why don't I throw a handful of units in here and get them killed? Okay, he's going to pull out, so that was good. That was good. A little worried about there for a second, Death Agent. I didn't know what you were up to. And now Contrarian needs minerals, which Nightclone had a minute ago. Where did all those minerals go? He spent those quick, didn't he? No, you don't. You've got nearly 400. You could build yourself an expansion. You could build Contrarian an expansion. And he's ready. He still wants to go for this push, even though he did lose a lot of Broodlords in that attack. Oh, and we got +3 attacks coming here for both Reno and Kakashka. And level 2 coming from Death Agent, who's still pumping out those DTs, but they have been making an impact. They've not been able to keep up detection. And yeah, I guess he's saying, Spartan, we're pushing. Where are the rest of your forces? And the Marine, are they coming? Well, he just had them selected. And no, it looks like we're just going to go. And here comes some Stalkers from Reno, who realizes that he was just losing Colossi too much. And these Broodlords are in a really good position right here at a choke. They're not in range of a blink, although he's going to try to blink forward. It's not going to do any good, and he can't get really anything on to attack these Broodlords. And he's pulling his... Wow, but now they've got a bit of a flank going on right now. So this, I don't know who's going to win this attack. These Stalkers back here are not really getting into the action. The Broodlords are still alive, which means they're still spawning an infinite supply of infantry. And you've got to focus those down. The Archons are going to go down, and it looks like they have destroyed that flank, and now it's just these Stalkers that are pretty much left here. And with the Broodlords not getting attacked, then... Oh, it looks like Akasha is going to try to pull in from behind. Some Roaches for Nightclone are going to try to pull back to stop that, but I think they might be able to focus down these Broodlords. But now the Stalkers in the front are almost dead, and with these Marines in the front, one more stim, and the Stalkers are going to try to blink out of there. But if you're going to try to run, you got to run, and the Broodlords do survive. One did get sniped, but 3 of them survived, which is pretty good, and they're going to try to blink back forward again. I guess he got some reinforcements in there. And is he gonna get another Broodlord? And I think, oh, they're losing a lot of units. I don't know this is going to be close, but with the DTs in here and no detection, I think the defenders are going to win this one. Defenders advantage right there, and this whole army is going to go down. And I don't know what to say right now. Nightclone's going to try to resaturate this, but he does not have a lot of money right now. He definitely needs to get an income back up. His natural is mined out. His main is still got a little bit left in his main, but not enough to support an army. And meanwhile, we got Spartan here on the flank with those ever-powerful Marines, the +2/+2 upgrades. And he's going to try to take out his expansion. There's not much left in his expansion. It would really be better just to take out the probes, because I don't know if there's a lot of resources left here. And I'm going to throw a scan down there. I guess he's expecting DTs, which in this game, why not? And oh, a quick blink forward. I think that might be enough to take these out, but it will do a lot of damage before he goes down. And another stim, though. Oh, and a flanking from Nightclone with some Roaches. Roaches are a very cost-effective unit, especially with the unit compositions they're seeing right now in this stage of the game. And they are going to clean that up. And this could be a big push right now. I think they just need to keep reinforcing this as much as they can, but neither Nightclone nor Spartan are currently making anything. Neither is Contrarian, who... Whoa, I was trying to click on his units. Contrarian does have a lot of money. He could just pump out a bunch of Zealots right now, and that would actually be pretty effective right now. And Reno is going to leave the game. It looks like Kakashka is gone, too, so it looks like it was looking pretty bad. I didn't really think they were going to be able to rebuild an army, but it looks like they built up enough, a good composition, good cost-effective army to help push us back, and it looks like they are, in fact, going to take this game. So that was actually a pretty exciting game, and I really liked what both teams were trying to accomplish there. And just there's some issues with execution, but you know, these things happen. So that's what goes on. But I hope you enjoyed this game. I know I did, and I hope you look forward to another one. And have a day.